This is Super Story.
I followed you.
I think I second guess myself a lot.
Right.
People believe in me more than I believe in myself, and that's fact. After my contract with Kenny's, expired, and I knew that I wanted to move on to other things, but I didn't know how. I think nowadays they call it body shaming.
Yeah. So you're body shaming your own self.
Yes, that's terrible. You look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, why was I even created? So look at me. When I record a song or when I put out an album, I don't listen to it. I don't listen to it. I've done it and I leave it alone. They used to call me Alariwo of the house, so it started getting to me, and so I started whispering, but I don't whisper anymore.
I love it. You see, that's why we have it.
Come for me.
Right, welcome.
Thank you.
First question. Whose blood have you been drinking? You look the same way that I have always remembered you.
Okay.
And it is almost, at least 10 years since I last saw you live anywhere. Whose blood have you been drinking?
I've been drinking water, minding my business.
Drinking water and minding your business.
That's the elixir of youth. I found that out.
Really?
Yeah, quote me anywhere.
Anywhere. I'm writing it down. Water and minding
Your business. Simple.
Excellent. Where have you been?
Okay.
Sometimes those questions are incorrect because people have not been looking in the right direction.
Exactly.
But still, I want to ask it the way that some people would ask it. Where have you been?
Where have you been? Okay. I think people ask that because they're so used to seeing you on TV all the time, one new song after back to back to back to back. The older you get, you start to scale back on some stuff and be more intentional. So I have been exploring other sides of myself, other creative sides of myself. And then, of course, you need to put it in little pockets so you will not see me like you used to. So I've been busy in the background. I do a little bit of radio, voiceovers. Okay. I'm an on-air personality. I can say that now.
Right. Why you say you can say that now? Was there a time when you didn't believe it?
Because I ran away from it. It was like, you talk so well. I always like to talk. Right. So like going into this, I'm like, nah, I just want to sing, But I decided to explore those avenues, and I'm enjoying it.
Tell about a radio show.
Okay, I have two actually.
Right.
One is on a Saturday. It's a wedding show. People are like, you're not married. Why are you doing a wedding show? I'm not advising anybody. I just want to give, intending couples the tools that they will need, when they're embarking on the journey of, getting married, get authentic vendors, because if you have been swindled by vendors before, then you will really want an avenue where somebody who knows what they're talking about, and then the person is verified. So I just create that platform for you to get for the verified vendors and the intending customers to meet. So I have a wedding show, and then on Sunday I have an inspirational
that's the one I know.
Inspirational show. So I do both back to back.
Why did you go from not wanting to do this to now doing two of it?
Well, you know how it is. I think I second guess myself a lot.
Right.
People believe in me more than I believe in myself, and that's fact. So I just decided to okay, your belief is too much. Let me try and do it. And then I started juggling the two, and they just gave it to me. I'm like, two now, one. No, you can do it. And then, of course, I'm doing it. It's been 2 years now.
Right. Do you enjoy it?
Oh, I do. The wedding industry is so huge.
It is huge.
It's huge, and there's so much to talk about. And like we're just scratching the surface. So it's exciting every Saturday for me. Very exciting.
When did you find out that actually I don't believe in myself as much as other people believe in me?
When I record a song or when I put out an album, I don't listen to it. I don't listen to it. I've done it and I leave it alone. Most times, back in the day when my videos are on, I will leave the room. If I hear my voice like they're showing my video, I would take off. Like I run away, or they're playing it on radio, I'll mute the radio. I'm like, okay, so what are you doing to yourself? I don't want to see myself. I don't want to hear it. I don't think it's good enough. I just start to nitpick, you know. And somebody will be like, but this is good. And I just don't believe. But I believe now. I believe, yeah.
Right. Where do you think that came from, though? This.
I'm the last of 7 children.
Yeah.
Okay. And most times, well, my elder ones were teenagers. You know how teenagers are. They're always into themselves. So I was alone most of the time, and music was my avenue to get away. And if you know how children are, oh, come on, keep quiet. You are making noise. Shh. You know, they used to call me Alariwo of the house. You know, so it started getting to me, and so I started whispering, you know, but I don't whisper anymore.
I love it. You see, that's why we have this. I don't whisper anymore.
I don't whisper anymore.
How long did that journey take you?
Oh, it took a long time. Kenny and Brown had to do a lot of work. You know, she was my kind of like first manager, so to speak. She took me under her wings, and there was so many things. She was like, why can't you see this? And I was like, no, what are you talking about? I had body dysmorphia. I see myself, and I'm like, and then, but little by little, you know, I came to be.
Right. I love that statement, you know, I no longer whisper. You know, that should be a bumper sticker. You know, so talking about body dysmorphia, what does that mean? For many people don't understand what it means. And how did you come to that understanding? Because obviously it's linked to discovering that you were shrinking and hiding, you know, and not even wanting to see yourself. How did that manifest for you? And how did you discover that this is actually a thing that I'm dealing with?
Okay, I think nowadays they call it body shaming.
Yeah, so you're body shaming your own self.
Yes, that's terrible. You look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, why was I even created? So look at me, you know, you compare yourself to others and you're like, I don't measure up. So I had this gift that keeps putting me in for people in the spotlight. And I'm like, how do I do this? How do I manage, you know, this status? And I don't have the wherewithal to, you know, go along with it. So I created a way of being invisible while I was visible.
How do you mean?
I think it was mental.
Okay.
Like an ostrich situation.
Right.
Your head is in the floor,
Yeah.
but the whole ostrich is outside, but the ostrich feels safe with his head in the floor. And once your head is in the floor, you feel like nobody sees me, you know, but everybody's, your whole body's outside. And I'm like, why are they still seeing me? My head is in the floor, you know, so, but little by little, I got my head out of the sand.
How?
A lot of people, like I said, and then definitely God. When I started believing those things that used to tell me, you know, God says you are this, you are that, you are that. You have to start to believe those things. You start to imbibe them. You start to speak those things to yourself over and over again. And then I started believing. And then God just brought a lot of wonderful people my way. People, like I said, they believed in me more than I believed myself. It was a situation where I had people that were like, yeah, you're right, you don't add up. Then probably I would have had a major mental breakdown, but that was not my case. I had lovely people around me.
Why is it so difficult for us to hear when other people see us clearly? Even why does it take us so much time? They have to repeat themselves. They have to repeat themselves. We have to doubt them. Why do we go through that process? Why do you think in your case?
For me, as a child, I told you they used to call me Alaru. I was very outspoken, like if I had continued, you know, sometimes you see some things on social media and you see some children and people like, don't put out that fire in that child. Please don't put out that fire. But growing up, those fires are, oh man, beg you. You're too forward. Sit down. Stay in one place. Stay like this. You don't be doing like that. Must they see you? There's no...
Must they see you?
Yes. There's no birthday party I will not go. I will not come back with best dancer. I will talk. I used to entertain my father's guests before he comes. I will sit down and I'll question them intelligently. But they're like, you have to forward, keep quiet. So you get used to that. And then it just stifles you so bad to come out of it is terrible.
Let's talk about, well, not now, the middle, but a bit of now.
Okay.
You know that you're going to be talking about this till you leave this world.
Yep.
You know what I'm going to talk about?
I don't know.
Okay, one of the things we're going to talk about.
Okay.
Super Story song.
Okay.
The show is no longer even on mainstream TV, but memes, YouTube,
I get tagged
TikTok. It's a super story. I even heard it this morning, and it wasn't even related to this interview. It's just something happened. I think I was watching the Zik Saloma skit, and then at the end of the day, it's a super story.
Yeah.
And from the moment that soundtrack, we know Nollywood soundtracks are popular.
Yeah.
But no soundtrack of anything
Thank God.
has been as popular, as far as I know, than It's a Super Story. So you are in a singular position where you are one of the only people that we know whose soundtracks, became a sensation. I've read at least 3 interviews where you talked about this, but there's a new generation, you don't know what's going on, so I want to talk to them about how did that make you feel, how successful that became at the time, and now, how does that make you feel for that to be truly timeless?
Okay, so how the whole thing happened? I went for some breakfast meeting, church thing, and the producer was just fiddling with the keyboard and he was just playing, and because I love music, so you'd be surprised the type of sound I know, so he was playing something and I just started singing. He was like, you this small girl, where do you know this one from? I said, why won't I know it? Because music for me is not about fame or about, I just want to blow, I want people to know me. I like to do my history, so he just like, okay, remember Super Story? Then it was a comic book when we were growing up. It was a comic book, we all read it, Papa Ajasco and all of that.
Ekebe Super, Papa Ajasco and Super Story. Super
Story. So he said it's coming to TV and want to do the soundtrack. I was like, okay, let's sing a song. And then we did the song. And then I just got into uni. University, Delta State University, Abraka. So I got to school.
That's where my mom went to, by the way.
Oh, nice. What is an Abraka?
Yes.
Okay. I got to school. And then things started filtering. I'm like, what's going on? But then, now with social media, everything will be over. But it took a long time for people to know who I was because my name was just there, Essence, until we did a video some years later and all of that. So we just did it.
Yeah. Were you shocked at how popular,
I'm still shocked because every day I wake up, they tagged me. What happened again? Super Story. What happened again? I said, some people are like, why don't you do a remix? But it's not my song.
Yeah.
It's not my song.
Yeah.
I don't own the rights to the song. I just sang the song. So what do you want me to do now? I don't want to create a stare and having some legal battles. No. Okay, so I said, okay, no problem. I will do some little skit. Everybody is using it. Everybody's using it now, so you use it now. I said, okay, no problem. But it warms my heart. It's like my child. It's like seeing your child, like, your mama, Essence, your daughter has won this prize again. So it's like my child. And since 97 till now.
Yes.
Wow.
Since 97 till now. That's 25 years.
Nobody should start calculating my age.
No, it's the age of the child.
Okay. Actually, I didn't write the lyrics,
Then I'm even talking about but go ahead with that.
But the rendition.
Yes.
You said you can somebody else can sing it and it will not come across like that.
Exactly. So yes.
So I put my own experience, life experiences, to bring, and that's what people connect with, basically.
If you knew it was going to blow as much as it did, would you have signed a different contract?
Did we used to sign contracts? If I tell you how much I was giving,
wait.
You pursue me for here.
No, we won't pursue you, but you have to tell us.
No. Then we do things for relationships.
Right.
And that relationship, I have kept it. It has transcended a whole lot more. But back then, oh dear.
So would you have signed a contract even though the relationship has gotten you so much value,
Yeah.
knowing what you know now, would you have signed a contract then in spite of the relationship? Would you have negotiated differently?
If it was now, how would you even know?
Yes, it is easy to say that in hindsight.
Yes.
Yeah.
How would you know that it's going to be this big?
Yeah, yeah.
Even Facebook Love, they were pursuing me to do the video. I was like,
Was it used for a movie, Facebook Love?
no. I have Secrets and Scandals. I
Right.
did Secrets and Scandals. I did Dominoes.
Right, yes.
I did
Dominoes,
movies.
Dominoes was on AIT, I think.
Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
okay.
goodness, I have work.
You have work. You have this the major. You know when people, when people say, "Oh, the first teenage adult TV drama," I'm like,
Yeah.
Tajin had done it before. Tade Ogino had done these things
Yes.
before. Wala Dinoga had done these things
Yes.
before. And Domino's was huge.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
You were talking about Facebook Love.
Yeah, it was the last song on my album. I
Yes.
was tired. I said, just put this album. And Baba Keke was like, one more song.
Who was like one?
Baba Keke.
Baba Keke. which is
K1.
The great Kenny
Yes,
Ogungbe.
yes, my boss for life. So he was like, I said, I don't want to do this. And J1 was like, I'm tired. He practically dragged us to the studio. We just did it. And then we left it. Next thing he says, the song is going, no. We're like, where is it going to? And you can't imagine, it took me out everywhere.
Yeah.
So I'm like, how would you know?
How would you know? How would you know?
But I think the song that you are most reluctant to do is most likely to be your hit song.
It's true.
I released an album 4 years ago. Let me just
Yes.
put it like that.
Yes,
My
yes.
40th birthday.
Yes.
It's
Because you did the media blitz around that time. I saw some of the
It's
interviews.
an inspirational album,
Yeah.
shift. So because I was transitioning to
gospel,
gospel
yes,
proper,
yes.
so that was when I did that.
Were you happy with the reception of the album?
People don't quite understand my sound. I think like when I was singing, I wasn't really singing secular, basically, it was too deep. Somebody actually said, SS, your songs makes us think. We just want to dance. I said, so you don't want to think? I said, no, we don't want to think, we want to dance. So yeah, this album is deep in that sense too. It's not like the normal gospel album where you go and pick something from, the main domain and just turn it around. No, I sing of my experiences. I have always done that. And any creative person likes to, we are mostly deep. The act of creating, you have to dig in, so when you put in so much work, it's heartbreaking when people don't understand and tell you that I just want to dance. Yeah, really?
Yeah.
So it's I think it works anybody.
Yeah. So how do you manage that process? How do you keep creating? How do you keep pushing? How do you keep doing it when such a thing happens?
That's why we always mix it up.
Okay.
In an album, you see the deep songs and the nya songs.
Right. You talked about Kenny Ogungbe being your Oga for life. So that begs the question: why did you leave the label?
No, I didn't. My contract expired.
Oh, right. So why wasn't it renewed?
Because he too was transitioning into something else.
Yeah.
He has a radio station and I work at the radio station.
Yes.
So there
the
we
relationship
go.
has evolved.
Yes, it
into
has
that.
evolved.
How did the friendship with Kenny and Brown start? How did the collaboration with Kenny and Brown start? You know that in the Encomium and City People and Fame days, they talked about that friendship a lot. They will ask you questions. There's no question you didn't answer on this. Are you the one that caused the marriage to scatter?
Oh, Father God.
You remember those times? Now?
Yeah,
yes.
I
So
do.
first, before we come into that, how did the friendship evolve? Because it has now become a lifetime friendship.
I did a jingle for, I don't know if I can mention
Yeah,
them.
sure, go ahead.
DBN,
Right.
A Joy to the World. So everybody saw it. And back then, I was just looking for I was a studio rat, doing backup for different artists and all whatnot. So then Kingsley Ike was on their label and he was trying to get them to hear me.
Right.
So he now said, yes, it's this girl in Joy to the World. So I went for a competition. I came second. They gave me a transistor radio. Oh my God. Anyway, so she was one of the judges and she was like, you won. as far as I'm concerned, so she gave me her number to call.
Right.
Then I went to a phone booth.
So this is a Kenny's competition, yeah?
No, it was Compassion, the orphanage.
Little Saints?
Yes, the talent hunt.
Yes, I remember that, yes.
So she gave me her number, so I went to a phone booth. Jay-Z, I went to a phone booth to call with a phone card, and then, you know, she said I should come, and that was how she took me under her wing. I became her backup PA and everything, and that's when she started grooming me, you know, how to even answer interviews, taking me round and all of that. So I became like a junior sister, baby sister, because at this point, all my elder brothers and sisters, they had all traveled abroad. So I was essentially alone at a young age. And of course, she helped to guide me, you know, and yeah, that's it. When she got married, had her children and all whatnot. So it has grown from boss mentee, mentor mentee to friendship. Big sister, junior sister. And the families, we all know each other. My mom, you know, so if there's any death in the family, we are all there. If there's any death in my family, they're all here. When my mom passed 3 years ago, they were all at my, you know. So it's
family now. It's family. And there's still all our relation. There's work going on as well.
Oh, yes.
There's a person. So So it's one of those best stories where you see the evolution of these people.
Exactly.
Was it a good move to go into gospel? Because you know how it is. Some people would think that, oh, maybe it was because secular wasn't working and you went into gospel. What would you say to that? And 4 years after, was it a good move to brand yourself as a gospel artist or to make the move as a gospel artist mainly?
Okay, after my contract with Kenny's, you know, expired, and I knew that I wanted to move on to other things, but I didn't know how. That was when, I think around that time, that Goldie died.
Yes.
And then it just dawned on me. I said, okay, after all this hula baloo, is this where we're going to end up? Just like that. We all cried, went to the cemetery, and then everybody has gone. Nobody has gone back there except the relay. And I said, is this it? Is this it? I better start to work my salvation with fear and trembling, because at the end of the day, no red carpet is going to follow me there. So my mortality was staring me in the face, so I decided to take time out and say, okay, Father God, what do you want me to do? I cannot start pleasing the world to my detriment. And then I came up with the song, I'm Giving It All to You. You know, I just poured out my heart in it. I talked about everything. If people listen to that song, you're like, eee. I just vomited everything. And then, you know, I just said, okay, let them say what they like. At the end of the day, it's only one person that will be inside there. So nobody, except we're all going to go inside together. If we all go inside together, then I would consider what you're saying. But only me, myself, and I, nah.
That's powerful. That's powerful. That is it. Like, you know, you are the one living your life.
Exactly.
You're the one going to leave this world at whatever time.
Exactly.
So you should be making decisions for the life that you have by yourself.
Exactly.
How has gospel been?
It's been, it's another ball game too, you know, but based off my experience from coming from the other side, it's a walk in the park for me because it's more stringent on the other side. In gospel, it's more of like, hey, God, let's just be doing it. God will be glorified. But on the other side, hey, koboko, you know. So when I come with my koboko, they're like, I'm like, hi, you people are too like a decical year, you know. But I just try to bring that energy, you know, for myself, and I don't care about what everybody says. As long as God is okay, I'm okay. That's it.
Yeah. Listen to your answer. It seems to be the recurring theme. There is just a unbothered, calm acceptance of life as it is.
I think, I don't know, but for me, when they said when you turn 40, there's a switch. You know, as I used to say it, I was like, what. When it happened, I was just like, okay, you don't like it? Tough. I like it. And that's all that matters. And that's been my stance since then.
So was it different before then? Did all these things used to trouble you? Did you used to be stressed out about, I didn't meet this goal? This is what this person said about me?
Oh gosh, from the beginning of the year, I used to stress KSB out. Like, I had everything mapped out. Hey, this is coming, that is coming, that is coming. What am I wearing? You know, I used to plan my year with like problem. I used to worry.
Yeah. You did an interview on your 30th, and of course, being Nigeria, they asked you the inevitable question about marriage and kids, you know. I mean, people have answered the way you've answered, but I like the way you phrased it, which is, it's not,
what did I say? I can't remember.
You said, it's not that I have not yet gotten married. It's that things happen in time.
Simple. Yeah.
And it has just not become the time for that. Again, just the way I asked you about that one, was it upon reflection that it occurred to you that, wait, were there times when you answered that question under pressure, under fear, and then after a while you realize, wait, why am I even answering this on their own terms? Is that what happened?
Yes, because, you know, people, especially for us single ladies, they put a lot of pressure. And we see what is happening now. People go into alliances, let me just put it that way. People go into alliances and everything just falls apart, and then they will still count it out to say, okay, you don't enter, come out. Hello, what do you want? It's my life. Okay, and besides, you're not the author and finisher of my life. God has written, this lady will get married at age 49, and she will have twins by the time she's 50.
Right.
So God is the only one who knows what time anybody's going to get married, what time anyone's going to have kids. Some people get married at age 20 and have kids at age 50. Some people get married at age 15 and by 24 they are no longer alive. So you don't know somebody's time and processing. So
yeah. What is the thing that is uppermost in your heart now? The deepest desire of your heart now?
I just want to be ecstatically happy.
I like it.
I just want it. I've been happy, you know, just small scale. I just want it to be happy, you know, just something like travel, because I've taken up a lot of responsibilities, not because of, you know, life has given me a lot of responsibilities. I just want to just shed some and just be nice and footloose and fancy free again.
Yeah, again.
Yeah, I was when I was much younger.
Yeah.
So just, even if it is for 6 months, just not like I'm going to pass on or anything. I just want to experience that, you know, freedom.
Yeah. What do you think has to happen for that to happen?
I don't know. I really don't know. I'm just asking God, since He knows everything. If He just make that, I just want to, you know, be happy for just care. I think without a care.
Without a care.
Yes.
Yeah.
For some time.
Do you think it will happen?
It should happen.
And if you look back at your career and get into music, do you think that you will do it again?
Over and over again. Music is my life. It's not, like I always tell people, I want to blow, or I want to make money, I want to drive Bugatti. No. I wake up singing, I go to bed singing, I dream singing.
Well, thank you so much. I have one request. Well, thank you so much. You know, I think you can guess by the
request. You want me to sing?
Yes. You know, so this is my, you know, you did back up for a lot of people.
Yes.
This is my own life goal.
Okay.
To back up for you, singing the Super Story song. I want to back up for you, even if it's a verse. Yes.
All right.
That's it.
Okay. Okay, let's do it. So what are you taking? Are you going to do a duet?
I'll follow your lead. No, I respect myself. Essence. Please, just be going. And I will drop one word.
Okay. This is Super Story, a life of strife and sorrows. It's a super story of good food and houses, where the fish drowns or even die of thirst. It's a super story. This is Super Story.
I followed you. Wow! Thank you so much for that.
Thank
That has
you.
been a dream of mine.
Wow.
A dream of mine. But also, I just want, your voice is gold. It's
Oh, wow. Thank
two
you.
things. First, water and minding your business. You look, and this is not a fake compliment. You look as I remember you, the last time we saw, and your voice is just gold.
Thank you.
Thank you for the gift of your talent.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.